Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hello everyone, let's check in on the big three. We'll look at Ripple as well, and we are following through with the theme of the video yesterday. It wasn't what we were anticipating, but it was to a degree, and we'll explain. So in the video yesterday, again, check it out if you haven't watched it, but the thumbnail of the video was scouting for a higher low. We're looking for the daily higher low. And you might be thinking, why would someone be looking for a bullish move when the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the hourly, the 4-hour, and the daily are all bearish? And that's just because experience tells me that when we see a very quick volatile move, that we see an equilibrium pattern play out. So we saw our low, we saw our high of the bounce, and now with this pullback, we were looking for a higher low. We were looking for it yesterday. We got a nice bounce. I'll go over my trade and how I positioned myself, anticipating that that was our higher low, and how I exited with solid profit when it started to fall apart. And then today we had another opportunity. We'll go over that. And it is looking like with the lower wicks the past 2 days, it is looking like our higher low is being set on the daily. So what I would anticipate to happen from here is a bit more follow through for the bulls into tomorrow. And we will look for a move. I would have a target right in the middle of this range. So we have our low and the high. I would look for a target perhaps around 11,600 for Bitcoin. And from there, we are going to look for this daily chart to tighten up and likely see a break around this weekend. I would say another 4 to 5 days is what I would anticipate to stay within this pattern. And of course, if we don't follow through again like yesterday, and if we head down and hit lower lows, that is a significant red flag for the bulls. So the bulls need to follow through from here, and we have to see it on multiple time frames. So here's our higher low for now. Let's put our line there. And what we need to see now on the 4-hour time frame is a higher low and a higher high. So since the top of this bounce that we played, we have seen lower highs and lower lows the whole time on the 4-hour time frame. We have now broken the lower high pattern, but we're still struggling at exponential resistance. So from here, the bulls need a higher low and a higher high, and the 4-hour bull MACD cross is approaching. Right now, we're forming an inside bar on the 4-hour time frame, and we've got another 2.5 hours until this forms. So we could see an inside bar on the 4-hour time frame to be watching. If it were to break bullish, we would see a bullish MACD cross going out with it, and that would certainly send all kinds of alerts out. That would send a bullish inside bar alert, a bullish MACD alert, and that would certainly give a lot of follow through. So need to see healthy consolidation on this hourly chart, and it is at this point. So again, here is our pullback. The bounce from last night, rejected from exponential resistance. We pulled back and we set a lower low. And in my opinion, it was really the break of 10,000 not leading to a flush that led to the bulls showing up. So we broke support, we led it to a lower low, and we didn't dump. The bulls bought that dip. Look at the hourly inside bars. Multiple hourly inside bars in a row. That alert went out at 10,399. And then next thing you know, 2 hours later, we have a big bull move. We've been testing the volume alerts that are going to be coming out on the system, and they were going off today on this move on these shorter term time frames on all of the big three. So looking forward to rolling those out, just working out some final kinks, and we'll have that added to the premium alert system sometime in the near future, and we'll certainly announce that. So at this point, this is a bull flag on the hourly time frame. We have a huge bull break with 5 green hours in a row, and we're now seeing healthy consolidation and still holding these exponential moving averages. Remember the 12 and 26 exponential moving averages acting as resistance, and now hopefully for the bulls acting as support as they have seen a bullish cross as well. So the low right now that would be ideal for the bulls to hold is 10,860, and we need to see the 15-minute time frame go from lower highs and lower lows of consolidation to a higher low, ideally right here, and then a higher high with a break of 11,165. So that's what we're looking for. That would give us confidence that our hourly time frame is likely to see continuation and a higher high if this 15-minute time frame can follow through like that. And that's what we're watching for right now. So I'll do the rest of these names, and then I'll go through how my strategy, actually I'll just do it while I do Ethereum. So Ethereum, very similar setup, daily time frame. We're looking for this higher low. We did hit a lower low today, this morning, but bulls bought the dip. It is a bullish reversal candlestick forming On Bitcoin, it's a bullish reversal spinning top, and on Ethereum, a potential bullish reversal hammer, depending on where we close. So very similar setup. We're looking at the 4-hour. We broke the lower highs on the 4-hour time frame. It's not an inside bar forming. Have to form a higher low and a higher high on the 4-hour to see this bullish MACD cross follow through, and for us to have confidence on the daily chart. Back to the daily, if this was a higher low and we do see follow through, a target would be around 10,000 or 1,050, 1,060, right in the middle of this range. So checking in on the hourly time frame, again, breakout. We are back testing exponential support, looking for the bull cross. It is healthy consolidation at this point. Bulls want to hold 975.17, and that was my order, 975.17, that got a partial fill right at the bottom of consolidation. So I am establishing a position, and I got in on ETH on this pullback because the 5-minute RSI got oversold. So when you're coming off of a bull break, the first time that 5-minute RSI gets oversold, you're more likely than not to see some nice follow through. Now, if you're in a downtrend, I've been saying I need the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the hourly RSI all oversold before I'm comfortable. It's just a different scenario. If you're in a downtrend, I need more time frames oversold. If we're coming off of a breakout, that first 5-minute oversold bounce is a good target to be looking for. And let's just look at that. So here we were on the breakout. We pulled back, and the 5-minute RSI got oversold. And I had my orders at 975.17, 970.17, and then I was going to scale in a bit more if we continued down. But we got a bull break, and now we need follow through. So same thing, 15-minute time frame needs a higher low and a higher high. We have to break $1,003 to see continuation on this hourly time frame and try and confirm this bull flag that is currently forming. So not convinced just yet. Give me this hourly higher high on Bitcoin and all these names, and it'll be a lot more convincing that this daily higher low has been established. So my trade yesterday, looking for that higher low on the daily, positioned myself, and the break happened a lot quicker. This is the move. Let's just compare. 5-minute yesterday, in 20 minutes, we rocketed to the upside, and today was a lot more slow and steady. So yesterday, I saw this bull break, and I saw the volume behind it and the huge move, and I entered an initial position on a market order, which I haven't been doing recently much. And it was just a small starter position because I didn't want to miss the run. And then I knew I would enter when I consolidated, or when we consolidated. So then there's a little 5-minute bull flag. I entered my full position on this consolidation, or I should say I topped off. And that gave me an average of about 950, 952 or so. And then I was sitting pretty, and I said, okay, we now have a clear support level to go off of as we continued back to the upside. I headed out for the night. And I said, I'm going to put my stop right below here with my full position. I'm anticipating the daily higher low to form, so I'm going to let this ride a little bit. And then while I was out, I snuck away from dinner guests to the bathroom to place this sell order of Ethereum, and I sold a little bit of Ethereum on the way up. And this was just to lock in some profit and to give me more wiggle room. I was in a full position at that point. So I locked in some in the low 990s. I locked in a little bit at 1,003. That's the order that I made from the bathroom. And then, at that point, I exited 60% of my position on the way up. My target on this move was $1,030. So as we got close to that level, I started to scale out a little bit. From there, I held the position, and I exited the rest of the 40% once we started to see this high bear volume. So this was a red flag, losing the 5-minute higher low pattern. I exited another 20%. So at this point, I was out 80% of my position. And then after this weak bounce attempt, I actually filled the last of my position on this bounce attempt. And then we flushed down, and then the bears took back over for the rest of the day. So everything went according to plan. Just took some profit off to lock it in because it was a significant gain. And then when we pulled back, I wanted to be all cash because I was starting to see red flags. And at that point, it wasn't very clear that this was our higher low on the daily. So all in all, ended up being a 2% trade for the entire account. And I was wrong. And it's beautiful when it works out like that. Wrong in the sense that we came back and hit a little lower low before the daily higher low was established. So I was making this trade planning on the daily higher low forming. I was wrong. I locked in my 2% move. Very protective and cautious on these trades. Very tight risk management, and it allowed to be all cash as we headed down to this other opportunity. And I missed this opportunity, was busy this morning with other things, and didn't make that trade, but certainly wasn't risking anything while just patiently waiting. So now where we stand, again, I am in a partial ETH position. If we can get a higher high on this hourly time frame, I'll be much more confident, and we need to break $1,019. Litecoin, all very similar. Daily chart, And again, just using the chat room as a gauge of market sentiment and a sample size of traders, there's not a lot of interest in Litecoin right now. People still, like it fundamentally, but if they're playing names, it's really Bitcoin and Ethereum and altcoins right now. Litecoin is getting the least amount of attention in our chat room that I can remember. So here we have the higher low attempt, 165.50 and 165.01, trying to form a bullish reversal doji on the daily. And looking at the 4-hour time frame, we broke the lower highs. Again, it's all so correlated. This chart looks the exact same as Ethereum, or Bitcoin, I should say, with the inside bar on the 4-hour time frame forming. So we'll watch these inside bars, the hourly time frame, trying to establish its higher low off the exponential supports. The 15-minute time frame, trying to change to higher lows and higher highs to be back to the top of that hourly bull break. And we'll see if it can follow through. Again, I'm giving a really short analysis on Litecoin because everything that I just said for Bitcoin can apply to Litecoin. Only thing that's different is the price levels, obviously. So Ripple, let's check out Ripple and look at what it looks like. Exactly like Bitcoin. So we have our low, the high of the bounce, our higher low, and it was the low, the higher low on the daily time frame for Ripple yesterday. So we didn't get that lower low. That's a little difference, where all of the other three names did get an incremental lower low, just barely, before the bulls showed up. So the 4-hour time frame broke the lower highs, bulls trying to get over exponential resistance, hourly healthy consolidation. Again, same chart. Correlation's really strong. Why do we correlate like this? It happens in all markets everywhere. It is the age of computerized trading. Bots and correlations are everywhere. When I'm trading the stock market, I'm watching SPY, which is the S&P 500, and I'm watching that tick for tick. And the amount of times where we will see that dictate things in other names is very significant. So if SPY is green on the day, I'm looking for bullish trades. And if SPY is weak on the day, I'm looking for bearish trades. It's as simple as that. And it's essentially the same on Bitcoin with this market right now. So the levels for Ripple, ideally the bulls want to hold the hourly higher low of 131. Resistance for the higher high on the hourly is 145. Need to break that level to follow through. If this is our higher low on the daily like it looks, we'll be looking for a target of about 150. And again, we can trade within this range for about 4 or 5 days before we get tight to the point that we'll likely see a clear break. So that's where we stand as we head into tomorrow, looking for the hourly higher high to be confident that the daily higher low has been established, looking for the 4-hour bullish MACD cross, and then we'll look for a target in the middle of that daily range to tighten up this equilibrium pattern. If it does follow through as we anticipate, we will then be looking for a break of this equilibrium pattern. That's going to be the most clarity that this Bitcoin chart has seen in a long time. Once we break this equilibrium pattern, which I anticipate to be this weekend or so, roughly around that area, that is going to tell us, are we heading back down to the low, or is that low in for now and the bulls are ready to try and change this trend back in their favor? And that's going to be very significant for the short term. I would say that how we break this equilibrium pattern is going to dictate the direction that we head in February. So I appreciate you all watching. Always remember to do good things. Thanks for all the likes, comments, and shares. We certainly appreciate them. Recently broke 50,000 subscribers, and that was certainly wonderful. So again, appreciate all the word of mouth that you guys are doing, people telling your friends. Having a lot of fun doing this and looking forward to continuing profit all year. Have a great night. We'll see you soon.